Cory is out at LC Classics. I'm pretty sure, Cory, and my mom was a little wild in her younger years. I think she had this car. I'm pretty
I have
sure.
The internet, Troy.
What?
Go on. I said, I know. I have the internet.
Oh, I know. Yeah. No. Oh, thank goodness. Most of our hijinks were, all of us were pre-internet. But I'm pretty sure she had this Stingray Corvette. So it's one of my all-time. Isn't it like a 4-speed too? Is it a 4-speed?
It is a 4-speed,
wow.
454. It's the biggest engine they were making at the time. I'm going to show you that car in a moment. I'm standing in front of another Corvette 62 here, and it's a beauty as well. But we're at LC Classics here in Tempe, and it's one of those shops when you go in, you get in here, it's just like a jewel box. There's something beautiful everywhere you turn, and it comes with Al LeCan. He's the man here, and Chris Horn, his henchman. Chris, thanks for working so hard and keeping everything looking great here. You can head over this way if you would. And Al, first of all, why in the world? Why do you have such a beautiful shop? You could be doing anything you want to. What is it about this world that inspires you?
I've always wanted to do it, and so I just did it.
Yeah, well, that's about as succinct as it gets. Well, what are your faves? Or sort of what's your theme? I see a lot of resto mods here. How do you describe what's happening here when people say, what are you up to?
You know, I just like to have highly desirable cars.
Yeah.
And like this car I've had for probably 15 years, 1936.
Yeah, well, we're looking at your 55 over here.
55.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And again, it didn't come out of Detroit looking like that for sure. That looks like you have slicks on the back. What's happening back there?
This is just under 1,000 horsepower.
Oh my gosh, that should be
to
enough
the wheel.
for just about
to the wheel.
That's a burnout and a half. Sure. Well, we're over here looking at a beautiful new Camaro, and right next to it, Detroit's finest from 1971, the Stingray. My friend Troy back at the studio was saying his mom had a Stingray as well. And there's something special about this car because you're going to be donating it. First of all, tell us about the car and why.
It's a big block, 4-speed car, T-tops, removable windows. It's one of 1,400 that was built, and they built with the options this has on it. It only came in this color.
Yeah, it's a beauty for sure.
And so
we've got Greg Garcia with us. Greg, come up here with the rest of your Diablos. Al was nice enough to donate this car to you guys. How's that going to work? Who can get in on the action?
Oh, it's phenomenal. We partnered with Al LeCan and his business here. He's a longtime community member. He supports the community, supports us, Tempe Diablos. We're a 501c3 nonprofit. We've been in the community for 50 years. And every year we raise about $1 million and pump that right back into the community. And Al's supporting us this year through an online raffle. We're raffling off tickets for $100 each. There's a maximum of 700 tickets that are going to be sold. We've set a goal of getting to 400. If we don't get to 400, it'll convert to a 50-50 raffle. But either way, this is a phenomenal support and event sponsored by LC Classics, and whoever gets this car, as you pointed out, this is one of the biggest engines ever made. This thing's a beast.
Well, it was the pinnacle, certainly in 1971. Well, next time we get together, we'll meet these other Diablos behind you. We'll find out what your mission is. And Al, thank you so much. Again, $100 to get in on this action to help the Diablos out. And boy, for $100, can you imagine cruising down the highway and 454?
Can you imagine getting that for $100?
T-tops.
Wow. Is there a website real quick, Cory? You're going to give that to us next time? How do they buy the tickets?
Yeah, we'll get that website to you next time we get together.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, Cory's back up in just a few minutes here. All right, every day is how he gets away with it. Hey, buddy, how are you?
Good morning, man. I'm feeling great because I'm in the home of some beautiful cars. We're here at LC Classics, and we're here for a good cause. This beautiful 71 Corvette Stingray behind me is going to a new home, and it'll happen pretty soon. We've got Greg Garcia with us. He's with the Tempe Diablos, and we were talking earlier about your raffle coming up. First of all, introduce your Diablo friends next to you.
Thank you, Cory.
Yeah. We got about a minute.
You bet. This is David Formersano and Len Carity here from the Tempe Diablos. With Al and Chris over there from LC Classics. Al's the owner. Al has generously donated this Corvette for an online virtual raffle. You know, with COVID and everything else, a lot of charities, our own included, we've had a hard time raising funds and having in-person fundraisers. So this year we're having an online raffle. You can go to our website, tempediablos.org. You can buy a ticket for $100 a ticket. There's a maximum number of tickets of 700. If we don't get to 400, we'll convert this thing into a 50-50 raffle. One way or another, somebody's going to be really happy about a week from today.
Boy, you got it.
That's right.
TempeDiablos.org is the place to go.